Hey, it's Maureen Muldoon, and we're here with Liam, doing lesson 48, There's Nothing to Fear, from A Course in Miracles. So we're going to go ahead and pray in. So, just taking a deep breath, I just know that God is right here, large and in charge, in love, in joy, and peace. And that I am one with it. We ask the Holy Spirit to assist us this day in everything that we do and say, so that we can be guided to our highest and greatest good and be of the highest purpose for God's love, and continue to be extensions of God's love, knowing that there is nothing to fear. And so I simply let it be, and so it is. So, lesson 48, There's Nothing to Fear. This is a good one and a short one. The idea for today simply states a fact. It is not a fact to those who believe in illusions, but illusions are not facts. In truth, there's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear, baby. There's nothing to fear. It's very easy to recognize this, but it's very difficult to recognize it for those who want the illusion to be true. Today's practice periods will be very short, very simple, and very frequent. Awesome. You can use it with your eyes closed at any time and in any situation. You can use it with your eyes open in any time and with any situation. Sorry. So you can use it with your eyes open, like right now. There's nothing to fear. This is me just thinking it. See? Easy. At any situation. It is strongly recommended, however, that you take a minute or so, whenever possible, to close your eyes and repeat the idea slowly to yourself several times. So this is the lesson with the eyes closed. It's good news. It's good. It's good to practice. It's good to remind the mind, stay on track. There's nothing to fear. It's particularly important that you use the idea immediately should anything disturb your peace of mind. So if anything comes up today, tap back into it. There's nothing to fear. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that. So that in the awareness that when you remember and when you become aware of the fact that there's nothing to fear, it shows that there is some place within your mind, not necessarily in a place that you recognize as yet, because it's called your right-mindedness, that you might not be familiar with. You have remembered God and let His strength take the place of your weakness. In this instant, that you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. So as soon as you decide there's nothing to fear, you've connected with that place within you where you're like, yeah, God's large and in charge here. Like, there's nothing my God cannot do. Like, God brings me to it, God brings me through it. And the instant that happens, you have remembered that there's nothing to fear. So that's the good news. You want more good news? Okay, I got some more good news for you. The more good news is that this was such a short lesson that I'm going to read a little portion of the text, which is from chapter 17. My son laughing in the background. That's Liam laughing. We can't forget to laugh. That's one of the most important lessons of A Course in Miracles, is all separation happens when the Son of God remembers not to laugh. So you have to remember to laugh. Hey, pipe down. I'm not done recording yet. Can you hear me? Shh. Stop laughing for a second. Okay, this chapter 17, The Forgiven World. Okay, so I'm just reading this portion because it's so pretty. It's such a beautiful portion from A Course in Miracles. It's an added bonus. Can you imagine how beautiful those you forgive will look to you? Can you imagine how beautiful those you forgive will look to you? In no fantasy have you ever seen anything so lovely. Nothing you see here, sleeping, waking, comes close to such loveliness. And nothing will you value like unto this, nor hold so dear. Nothing that you remember that made your heart seem to sing with joy has ever brought you a little part of the happiness this sight will bring to you. For you will see the Son of God. You will behold the beauty that the Holy Spirit loves to look upon. And that he thanks the Father for. He was created to see this for you until you learn to see it for yourself, and all his teaching will lead to it and giving thanks with him. So what it's saying is, when we get to the place where we have forgiven someone, Course in Miracles says that the most beautiful place on earth is where an ancient hatred has become a present love. And if you can figure out how to get there with one of your enemies, you have found your freedom. And it is the most beautiful sight on earth. And I know this because I've seen it. And that's why I share A Course in Miracles, because it was such a beautiful gift to me that I cannot help but share it. So thanks for letting me share. I love you, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. God bless. Remember, there's nothing to fear.